Welcome back to the Building Wealth podcast and episode 9 in our playlist, The Psychology of Money. In our last episode, we explored the profound connection between self-worth and wealth, how your beliefs about your value can shape every aspect of your financial life. Today, we're tackling a topic that's especially relevant in the digital age, the influence of social media on personal finance. Think about it. How many times have you scrolled through social media and seen someone showing off their new car, their luxurious vacation, or their perfectly decorated home? Social media has transformed how we interact with the world and how we think about money. It doesn't just shape what we buy, it influences how we feel about ourselves, our financial decisions, and even our long-term goals. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how social media affects your spending habits, your mindset, and your financial well-being. We'll also explore how you can take back control and use these platforms in ways that serve your goals instead of sabotaging them. Let's get started. First, let's talk about aspirational content. Social media platforms are filled with images of luxury lifestyles, success stories, and hustle culture influencers. While some of this content can be inspiring, it often sets an unrealistic standard for what life should look like. This creates something psychologists call social comparison bias. You're not just scrolling for entertainment. You're constantly, often unconsciously, measuring your life against what you see on the screen. The problem is what you're seeing isn't real. Social media is a curated highlight reel. People rarely post about their struggles, their debts, or the sacrifices they made to afford that big purchase. And yet we compare our messy, unfiltered lives to their polished images. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, pressure to keep up, and ultimately financial decisions driven by insecurity instead of intention. Take lifestyle inflation as an example. Maybe you were content with your modest apartment or reliable car until you saw someone else upgrading theirs. Suddenly, your current situation feels inadequate, even though nothing about your needs has changed. This isn't just about spending more. It's about losing sight of what truly matters to you, all because you're chasing someone else's version of success. Now, let's talk about the fear of missing out, or FOMO. Social media is designed to make you feel like you're always one step behind, missing the latest trend, the best experience, or the biggest opportunity. This can lead to impulsive spending, especially on things like vacations, fashion, or gadgets. After all, who wants to feel left out while everyone else seems to be living their best life? But here's the irony. Much of this spending doesn't bring long-term satisfaction. Research shows that purchases driven by FOMO are often less fulfilling because they're motivated by external pressure, not internal desire. You're not buying something because it aligns with your values or goals. You're buying it because you're afraid of falling behind. And that's a recipe for regret, both emotionally and financially. Social media also plays a role in how we view debt. Have you ever wondered how people afford the lifestyles they showcase online? In many cases, they don't. They finance it. Credit cards, loans, and buy now, pay later options make it easier than ever to project an image of wealth without actually having it. But here's the danger. When debt becomes normalized on social media, it can distort your perception of financial health. You might think, if everyone else is doing it, it must be okay, even though it's leading you further from your financial goals. Another subtle but powerful effect of social media is its influence on your long-term financial mind. Constant exposure to curated luxury can make you more focused on short-term gratification, like buying that trendy outfit or taking that Instagram-worthy trip, at the expense of long-term priorities like saving, investing, or building wealth. It's not just about what you spend, it's about how you think. Over time, this can erode your ability to delay gratification, which is one of the most important skills for financial success. So, how do you take back control? The first step is awareness. Recognize that social media is a tool. It's not inherently good or bad, but it can influence you in ways you don't realize. Start by auditing your feeds. Ask yourself, does this content inspire me, or does it make me feel inadequate? Does it align with my values, or does it pressure me to chase someone else's lifestyle? Curate your feeds to include accounts that support your goals and values, rather than triggering comparison or FOMO. Another powerful strategy is to practice mindful spending. Before making a purchase, pause and ask yourself, why do I want this? Is it because I truly need or value it, or because I saw it online? How will this decision impact my financial goals? These simple questions can help you separate your true desires from the external pressures of social media. It's also helpful to set clear financial boundaries. For example, create a monthly budget for discretionary spending and stick to it, even if that means skipping a trend or delaying a purchase. Remember, saying no to something now doesn't mean saying no forever. It means saying yes to the things that truly matter in the long run. Social media isn't going away, and it's not realistic to avoid it completely. But by approaching it with intention and awareness, you can take back control and use it as a tool for growth rather than a source of stress. Instead of letting social media dictate your financial choices, let your goals, values, and vision guide you. In the next episode, we're diving into a topic that's deeply personal but often avoided: why we don't talk about money. From cultural taboos to fear of judgment, avoiding money conversations can hold us back, not just in our personal finances, but in our relationships as well. We'll explore why these conversations are so difficult and how to navigate them with confidence and clarity. If you found today's episode helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could benefit. Let's keep building wealth together, one intentional decision at a time. See you next time.